Hello, my dear students. Today we will start this chapter solid state, which is very important for us. See, definitely you will enjoy this chapter, but you must carefully listen classes and regularly you have to follow and regularly you have to practice all kind of numericals in this chapter. Okay, and one more thing is in this chapter somewhat imagination is required because crystal lattice means or solids are assuming is three dimensional. So three dimensional and our view is a two dimensional. So that's why some imagination is very important here. So what topics we will learn here? First introduction we will learn like what types of solids we have, what is a solid like that, and what are the terms we used in this solid state. Okay, like space lattice means what, okay, and crystal lattice means what is the primitives, what is the unit cell. Okay, in unit cell primitives, body center, face center, like that, hexagonal HCP, like that, and what are the positions occupied by a particular positions occupied atoms in a particular cube. These all things we will learn, and packing efficiency, and before that radius ratio, and these all things we will learn very clearly. So these are very important. Afterwards some defects and voids, all these things we will learn here. Okay, so Frankel defect, like a shortcut effect, so many things we will learn in this chapter. But only thing is, two things is required. Regularly we have to follow our class, and the second thing is we have to write down notes clearly and we have to practice numericals, and some imagination is very important for us. Okay, so these are things here required. So first I was written because introduction is not much important for us, so just to avoid time wasting I written already. So in solid state, types of solids. To understand this, first what is a solid? Solid means you have some idea what is solid, liquid, gas. What is the difference between solids, liquids and gases? Solids means they are highly rigid. At force of attraction between the molecules or atoms or ions will be very much high. Maximum force of attraction you will have because they are highly packed. Okay, and high efficient solids these are. Okay, so these are very hard, and solids have a fixed shape, and the volume of particular solid you can consider completely because there is no diffusion in solids. Okay, so they have a minimum volume and maximum density, because volume is very less or not, tell me. So these all things and they cannot diffuse, as I told you in previous. So atoms are very close one with other like this, they are binding very closely. Okay, so in that way solids, how many types? And solids has fixed shape as we discussed, but here solids we can call them as amorphous solids and crystalline solids, isomorphous and polymorphous. Amorphous means rapid cooling if happens, these amorphous solids will form. Rapid cooling means sudden cooling if happens, some particular liquid or whatever. If sudden cooling happens, some glass formation, plastic, rubber, this all form amorphous. Amorphous means powder form. Okay, by cooling, the sudden cooling, you will get these amorphous solids. Next, crystalline solids. Slowly we will cool. First we will heat and crystals will form, afterwards cooling. Okay, heating and cooling both simultaneous in the sense, first heating and then cooling. In organic chemistry also we will have a practicals based on that. Okay, so for crystals formation we will add some ice cubes. So we will get clear crystals you will have in higher studies. So crystalline solids are NaCl, cesium chloride, magnesium chloride. It's slow process. And next is isomorphous. Isomorphous means they are different molecules having similar structure. Different molecules, iso means same or not? Isomorphous. Iso means same. You know already, isomers like that. So different molecules but having similar kind of, see hydrated salts these are. ZnSO4 7H2O, FeSO4 7H2O, hydrated forms both. So they have similar properties here. Next, polymorphous. This zinc sulfide. Zinc sulfide is existing. Polymorphous what? One molecule only existing in two structures. Okay, Here two different molecules exist in one form, quite opposite polymorphous. Only one kind of one substance only, but exist in two. Okay, what they are called? Zinc blende and wurtzerite. So having two different structures. Okay, so here ZnS zinc sulfide exists in two ways. One is zinc blende CCP. CCP means cubic close packing, or FCC we call. Okay, and this one wurtzerite. Wurtzerite means it is HCP structure it is having. Who is having HCP? Mr. Zinc sulfide only, that having HCP. Do you know HCP means hexagonal close packing structure you are having. Got it, sir, clearly? So now we have to discuss about what are the important terms we use in this crystalline solid. Okay, means solid state. Next, let's see what are the terms used in this solid state. So solid state means we use one word, crystalline solid, okay, or space lattice. Okay, we use those kind of words and those are very important. What is the space lattice? Space lattice means particular atoms or ions in solid arranged in a space, in a regular arrangement. They are called space lattice. Okay, space lattices. Space lattice means the solid in which atoms or ions arranged in a space like this. In space these are arranged like this, in a regular arrangement, see like this. Okay, so this is what we call space lattice. And now one more we use one word like cubic lattice. It's two-dimensional and this is three-dimensional. Cubic lattice means the arrangement of atoms or ions in a particular cube like this. It's a cube lattice. It's a three-dimensional. You are having like this, and three kind of edges you are having, A, B, C, and three types of angles you can have. They can be same or different. This is alpha, this is beta, this is gamma, like that. Next, one more word we use, that is unit cell. Cubic lattice, or this also called crystal lattice. Crystal lattice. Crystal lattice is like a building, one big 3-4 floors building if you consider, that is crystal lattice. In that crystal lattice, one room if you consider, one small room which is repeat regularly in entire building is called unit cell. So what you can say unit cell means the smallest portion, that will be the smallest portion. So the rooms we are considering in a big building, you have a 4-floor building and one room is there in the first floor. The same rooms are repeated in that particular building. In first floor 10 rooms, second floor 10 rooms, third floor like that 10 rooms you have. So each room you can consider as unit cell now. Okay, so what is a unit cell means the small portion or part which is repeated in crystal lattice. That is called unit cell. Okay. Now we will discuss a few more things like what is coordination number. We will discuss this also. What is the coordination number of simple cubic? What is the coordination number of FCC? What is the coordination number of BCC? Like that we will discuss. Okay. What is the coordination number of HCP? Also. Coordination number means actually these are number of oppositely charged. This we learn in chemical bonding, I think so, in first year. Okay, I was given number of oppositely charged ions number of oppositely excuse me, number of oppositely charged ions surrounded to one ion. Number of oppositely charged ions surrounded to one ion. That is called what? Coordination number. Suppose in CSCl, it is BCC, body centered cubic. Here coordination number is 8. Means around one cesium there are 8 like this. 8. I will write. Here you have cesium and here you have 8 from 8 ways like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 chlorides are surrounded to one cesium like this. 4 and 5 and 6, 7 and here 8. Beta? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 chlorines surrounded to one cesium. So here coordination number is what? 8. Okay. What is coordination number? The number of oppositely charged ions surrounded to one ion is called coordination number. So what is the unit cell we have now? Okay. So now next let's see what are the types of unit cells now. Types of the unit cells. Okay. Types of the unit cells, to understand, we will do one important thing here. First, simple cubic. And before writing simple cubic, what are the positions present in a cube? If you have a cube, if you write cube like this, beautiful diagram. What are the positions we have in a cube? If you see, there are positions 1, 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These dotted lines what I written are called corners. What they are called? Corners. These are called, these means one only dash like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These 4 are 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. These are called, these simple lines, these are called edges. Exactly at body, it means exactly center. If you see, this is called body center. Positions I am spelling. Body center. Exactly in middle of, suppose in room you are standing, sir. I am standing like this in this room. So exactly I am standing in middle of that room, means equal distance to every corner. There are 8 corners. For 8 corners, my my position will be equal. Okay. For every corner, my distance will be same. If I am standing in a particular room, exactly at center of that room, this is exactly body center for this room. Why this is body center? Because each corner is equal distance in this room. Assume like that. Imagine like that. Okay. So that is called body center. One more thing is the face center. Face centers I will write like this in 2 marks. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 and 6. So if you are having any particular cube, you can have this corners and all this. So these are called face. This board was just kept in one face. Okay, I fixed this board in this one face, opposite to the another face. 3, 4, 5, 6. Understanding how many faces you have? Front, back, 2 faces. Right, left, 4 faces. Up, down. Like that, how many faces you have? 6 faces you have. So corners how many? 8 corners. Edges how many? 12. Body center how many? 1. Center is always 1. Body center is only 1 you will have. Okay. And these are what? Face. Face centers. Face centers how many? 6. These are the positions. Okay. contribution of these all atoms we have to understand next. Means one corner, this is unit cell. This unit cell will be with another unit cell. So all unit cell will be one adjacent to another. Means understanding, one unit cell will be neighbor to other unit cell. That unit cell will be neighbor to other. Means one unit cell will be front, one unit cell will be back, one unit cell will be up, one unit cell will be down, like that. Getting what I am saying? In that way, one unit cell has total how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, yes, 5, 6 unit cells. Getting? In that way, one can be shared how many? Here, see this, suppose if this room you have, this corner can be shared how many? Means 1, 2, 3, 4, means 4 rooms can be shared, and above also you can have a same. Means one corner atom will be shared by how many unit cells you can guess. Suppose I will draw here. This is corner atom. This is one unit cell. This is another unit cell. This is one unit cell. This is another unit cell. Total how many unit cells you have? 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the corner actually. Now this corner is sharing by how many unit cells? This corner shared by how many unit cells? 4 unit cells is sharing this corner atom. Same 4 cubes, on 1/5 cube, on 2/6 cube, on 3rd 7, on 8th another unit cell. Like that, one corner atom can be shared by how many unit cells? Means 8 unit cells. Getting what I am saying? So there are 8 corners, but this corner is not only belongs to this unit cell, because unit cells are repeating portions. So one unit cell will be neighbor to so many unit cells. Getting? One box if you take, that box can be placed, around to that particular box you can have 8 boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4. On those 4 boxes, 5, 6, 7, 8 boxes you can keep. Means one corner atom shared by 8 unit cells, you can say. Getting? So these are very, very important for us. So here in simple cubic, what you have? Atoms, all atoms or ions, all atoms or ions present only at 8 corners. Only at what, sir? 8 corners. That is called what? Simple cubic. So what is the simple cubic means? This is the simple cubic. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These are called atoms or ions. These dots are what? Atoms or ions. This is about simple cube. What is called? Simple cube. Okay? Or this is also called primitive. Primitive. Primitive means what? Atoms or ions present only at corners. Okay? So why I given this particular, we will discuss what is the contribution of atom per unit cell. Okay, these all things we will discuss, like effective number of atoms. In that concept clearly one by one I will explain, you have no need to worry. But here what I given just what are the positions present in a crystal lattice unit cell I was given. There are 8 corners, edges are 12, body center is 1, face centers are 6. So in a simple cubic or primitive, all atoms or ions present only at 8 corners. Okay, next is what, I'll tell you that FCC, face center cubic. Face center cubic means all atoms, because crystal lattice unit cell can be formed by using atoms or ions. Suppose NaCl crystal lattice, ions. Only some silver crystal lattice, only atoms. Silver atoms are present at corners as well as some body centers or face centers, like that. Okay, I'll tell you those afterwards, which are belongs to face center, which are belongs to body center. But first of all, you must know what is face center and what is body center, right? What is simple cubic? These all things you must know or not. So these are very important. So face center cubic means all atoms or ions present at all corners and all corners means how many? 8. And all faces, face centers exactly. Faces means anywhere. For this face, what this is one of the board, if you are considering as a face means this will be the face center. Getting what I am saying? So in that way. So all atoms or ions present at all corners and all face centers means 6 face centers. That is called face centered cubic. So if you have one example, that will be better for you. So 1, 2, 3, 4 like this. So we'll have like this corners 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8. Face centers means how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 you will have like this. This is face center. Understanding? So if you are assuming one cube, you will play on that cube or something. So 8 corners you will have and 6 faces you will have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like that. So atoms will be present at all corners as well as 6 faces like that. That is called face center cubic. Next is body centered cubic. Body center. In that name only you have faces you have and corners pakka. Primitive means only corners. Face center means along with corners 6 faces. Understand? Body center means same story. Corners pakka. Along with corners, one atom or ion present at center of the body. Okay, body center we call. So body centered cubic means all atoms or ions present at all corners as well as and body center. How many body center? Only one. How many corners? 8. So in body center, atoms or ions present at where? All corners as well as one body center like this. 1, 2, 3, 4 like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And one atom exactly at the middle. Means this will be equal distance to every corner. Sir, this is not equal, sir. This is very small gap you have, sir. Don't think. This will be outside like this. Okay. So this center of a body or body center atom is in equal distance to every corner atom. Okay, this is very important. So this is body center and this is face center. Understood? And one more thing we will discuss, like edge center and end center. Okay? So what is end center? End centered cubic. What is this? End centered cubic. All atoms or ions present at all corners and any 2 opposite faces, not all 6 face centers. Any 2 opposite faces centers if 2 atoms present, and in all corners as usual if atoms present, that is called end center cubic. What is end center cubic? All atoms or ions present at all corners and any two opposite face centers. Any 2 opposite face centers. They are called end center cubic. What is end center cubic means? If all atoms or ions present at all corners and any 2 opposite face centers, that is called end center cubic. So end center cubic is like this. Okay, so like this 1, 2, 3, 4. Corners pakka. Every type of unit cell, okay, every individual, any kind of unit cell will consist of atoms at corners pakka, but maybe difference will be in the next positions. Okay, so here what you have, all atoms are present at all corners as well as two opposite faces like this. In two opposite faces we have two atoms. Okay, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 you have. So what you have, all corners and two opposite face centers you have two atoms. That is called end center cubic. And any two, these two also maybe, or any two, front and back like that. Any two faces centers can have oppositely atoms. In opposite manner, two atoms can be present. That is called end center cubic. Last one is edge center. Edge center cubic. Edge center cubic means nothing. In this name only you have all atoms or ions present at all corners as well as all edge centers. Okay, so all atoms or ions present at all corners and all edge centers. Edge centers, how many total? 12 edge centers you have. Okay, in this way. So you are having cube like this. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4 like this. Okay, so now corners 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is just introduction I am telling you. Okay, head center means what, everything. Okay, but you must know all these kind of positions. What is face center means, what is head center means, what is end center, like that. Okay, so you are having like this now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, this one 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. So 12 edges. So atoms or ions you are having at all corners as well as at center of body. Center of edges. So in this way you are having end center cubic as well as edge center cubic. One more is there, hexagonal close packing, HCP. Effective number of atoms, everything we will learn after that HCP, hexagonal close packing. Now only I will give you that HCP cubic cell also. Okay. So now hexagonal close packing means what? See, this will be somewhat different. Hexa means 6, no. So 2 layers you have to write like this. Okay. This one, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Like this. This is one hexagon, this is hexagon. Okay. Hexa means how many? 6. 1, 2 and 3, 4, 5 and 6. Now here 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Total like this. Okay, you are having. So connect these now, every position. This upper atom and this upper. This one and this one. This bottom atom and this bottom. And this one and this down one. And this side one and this side one. Like that you have to connect. Okay, connect those. Like this. Okay, so like this. Like this. Understood? You just better to keep this position here so that it will be good to see. Okay, so in this way you can say, and this is what we call hexagonal, and hexagonal atoms are what you must know. So in hexagonal, where atoms present means there are 12 corners present. What present I am telling, I am not saying about sharing, because unit cells are connected with one with other. Okay, in unit cells atoms are not belongs to one particular unit cell. They are shared by other unit cells. Means one particular atom will be shared by more than one unit cells except body center. So these points we will discuss in our next class. Okay, just normally in what positions we are having atoms, that I am telling now. Okay, so in HCP atoms are present at 12 corners and two face centers, and there are three body centers you will have. How many body centers you will have in HCP? Atoms or ions present in atoms or ions present in, there are 12 corners and 2 faces and 3 body centers, and 3 body centers are like this, 1 2 and 3, like this. This is HCP, hexagonal close packing. Hope you understood all these type of crystal lattice, and tomorrow, means in our next class, we will discuss about what is the packing efficiency and effective number of atoms. First, effective number of atoms we will discuss. Effective number of atoms, why we have to discuss means, as I told you, in unit cells, one particular atom, suppose corner atom, if you consider corner atom shared by 8 unit cells. Why like that, I will tell you in our next class. Thank you.